a world where 7 people will play a game like never before. Will they survive? Audio Dungeon.
Good evening and welcome to Arcane City. I'm your host and DM, Tony Hansen, joined by the rest of the Audio Dungeon crew, Rob Spataro, Damian Scro, Dan Isgro, Brooke Armstrong, Vinny Pro, and Tom Kokoza. Today's episode of Arcane City is Season 1, Episode 1.
Is that significant?
What?
Is that significant? Episode 1. Don't mind me, guys.
Yes.
What?
It's the episode.
It's episode 9.
You said it like very subtly. You were like, Season 1. Episode 1. I was like, is that significant?
Finn, you're being a little dramatic, okay? I think
He's so excited.
this episode is called The Arcane City.
It's the red shirt. He's not used to the color.
That's what it
This
is, bro.
episode is called The
Yeah.
Arcane.
He's feeling his shirt. Okay, guys. So we're going to go around the room right now. Everyone introduce yourself as if we are on the first episode of a show. Your actual name and your player's name. Very brief information about your character. And we'll go around the room, and then we'll go to the virtual. Okay.
Okay, I'm playing Caddick Hartford, who is a squire from Oakfrost in the north, and he is traveling to the Arcane City. His father is going there, who's a lord, on some sort of business, and he's bringing some of his family with him.
By Rob Spataro.
Rob Spataro.
Hey everybody, I'm Damien, and I'll be playing Dash Loman. I'm a beast-born reptile man who is going to be a gunslinger of sorts.
Okay, let's go to Vin.
I'm Vinny Pro, and I am playing a Soulborn.
Crystalborn.
I'm sorry. Brand new. I still don't know what it is.
Awesome. Any information you want to tell us?
No, we're gonna kind of let that one simmer for a little bit and let everybody try to figure out what it is.
Awesome. Let's go to Brooke.
Wait, figure out what his name is? Okay.
Yeah, that's
He
true.
has no name. He has no name.
Okay. Hello, I'm Brooke Armstrong, and my character's name is Maya Ray Hopestill. She is an 18-year-old Seth, as we call it. And she lives in the city. She was born and raised in Solst. She is a scavenger for her family's business. Her family runs an apothecary, kind of, like with very rare items that are only sold in Solst. So, yeah.
Awesome. Let's go to Tom.
Hi, I'm Tom Kokoza, and my character's name is Robin Ariki. He is a translator in Solst, so he works to help, he helps to help traders and people come into town who don't necessarily speak the language, and he also will help you out if there's anything that you need. He's there to help.
And let's go to Dan Isgro.
Hey guys, what's up? My name is Dan Isgro. I'll be playing the character of Vigorish, who is a young elf who lives in Solst. He lives with his mom, and by day he plays his songhorn in the streets. So a lot of the locals know him from the music that he plays. And by night he is a runner for the gambling scene in the fighting pits in the underbelly of Solst.
Awesome, everybody. So those are your characters. Now, guys, if you look at the bottom of your screen from left to right, from the left, that is Damien's character, Dash. The next character is Dan's character, Vigorish. Then you have Maya, Brooke's character. And the Seth is very similar to the Tiefling, for anyone who plays other systems, Dungeons & Dragons. We're actually playing the Audio Dungeon system, which is a little bit different races, species, and different classes, professions, and things like that. On the other side of the screen, you have Caddick, which is Rob's character. He's from Oak Frost up north. That's a place we did not visit. We heard about it a bit. We did not visit that in Celestial War. You have Tom's character, which is Robin. And then you have, all the way on the right, you have Vin's character, which has no name at this point. In fact, he's not even born yet. So I'm going to start you with that first fact, that he's not born. So
Just gonna leave that sit.
hopefully Vin's character will be born on the show.
Hopefully.
In front of all
He's
of us.
gonna hatch.
Or maybe
Something like that.
Something like that, yes. Okay, so before we begin, the tone of this is going to be very different. Guys, pay attention to the details. Last time, I usually tell you guys don't get lost in the details, but I'm going to tell this group, pay attention to the details, okay? Because there are things that I'm doing for you and telling you, and you know the fans at home are like, oh, it's this, and then you guys, because you're in front of the cameras, tunnel vision, you don't see it. Pay attention to the details. This is not a good quest. This is a neutral quest, okay? This is a different tone, okay? I've changed a few things around, okay? The first thing I've changed around, I'm going to announce right now, is that rerolls. Rerolls are very popular with the audience. You can now give rerolls to the people you see around here, to the Audio Dungeon crew. They're 500 stars, okay? And on your sheet, it's listed as karma, okay? So now, whenever you make a roll and you want to use karma, you can only use one karma for a reroll, no longer two, only one. And you can use it for yourself. You can use it against me, which the fans have called Reroni. You can use it against me. Or if you have a problem with somebody else at this table or anyone else, you can use it versus them if you like. Okay? Now, you have new character sheets. I'm only going to briefly explain it. We're going to spend literally 1 minute on this. I'm not going past 1 minute.
wow.
Here we go. And then you're actually going to do your. This is kind of like the session 0. You're actually going to do your point system in there, and then we're going to play. Okay, guys. If you have a look at your sheet, any skills that are listed on the sheet that I hand you, you roll D20. If you do not have the skill on your sheet, no matter what it is, you roll D12. Okay, and if you don't know what it falls under, I would let you know. For example, we have all sorts of things on here: athletics, dexterity, conditioning, charisma, knowledge. I'm going to be putting this up in Dungeon Dwellers after you guys will be able to see how the system works. And the FPCs, you'll be using this system as well, starting at level 0. If you don't have it on your sheet, you roll D12. And let's say you had, for example, it was under athletics, and you had a 2 in athletics, you would get D12 plus 2. If you have it on your sheet, it's D20 plus 2. It's as simple as that. This system works. I'll show the paper up here. The system works as we put up our. Can you see that? You put up your numbers going across in here, and then you trickle the numbers down into here. So if you had a 3 in strength, you can apply 3 points within the 4 stats underneath it. Okay? And that last 4th stat is the one that affects your skills under strength, which in this case is called athletics. Okay? That's pretty much that's most of the entire system. Okay? So we have magic points for magic. We also have energy. Anytime you do a skill, or anytime you make a block in combat, like an official block, you use 1 energy. Everything costs 1 energy. No weird calculations, real easy. Everyone starts with 10 energy. It could be a little bit different. Right now, for you guys, I'm going to give you the advantage of making your characters up today. Because you're just learning about the system, privately, we're going to have a meeting on Sunday to go over the system again. And then you have until next episode to respec the character any way you want. So if you make a wrong choice today, it's just a trial run, so you can try it, and then you can do it again. So guys, here's how it's going to go. Everyone loves to see session 0, see the beginning, how it is. You're going to see right now the abilities that I'm handing out for them for 0 level characters. Okay? You're going to see what they're going to get and how it's going to go. Rob, we're going to go to you first. You're starting off as your profession is Squire. You're going to take knowledge shields. Under knowledge, put shields. It's under intelligence. Medium armor. Same spot.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah, this is. I'm only doing skills right now. And then swords.
Armor and swords.
Okay, under charisma, put etiquette. And under athletics, put jumping. So you got shields, knowledge of shields, medium armor, and swords. For you got etiquette, you got jumping. Your character is not the kind of person that learned etiquette because he loved it. You know, as we'll see, like you're a character that was supposed to be like a knight, and that's the kind of you're a squire right now, and you were set to be a knight. But your story is that you are going to Solst, kind of forced by your father. You were the second born in your family. You left Oakfrost. Your father has some important business with Solst. Took you with him. Your mother and your eldest brother, your one only brother, stayed behind to run the family and affairs up in Oakfrost. You guys traveled a long way down to Solst. As we've talked about your character already, you know that you don't want to go here. Your whole life is set up to be a knight of Oakfrost and to do what you're meant to do in your eyes. But it's kind of been stolen from you. It's been taken away. Okay?
Okay.
So now on your point system up top, put 3 into combat, and then put 2 into resilience.
Resilience.
It's on the end.
Ah.
And because you are human, you can get 1 point anywhere you want. You can take your time, you can do it, it doesn't really matter. You know, for today, whatever you put in will use. Next week will be everything is locked in.
Right.
Let's go to Damien's character. Damien, your profession is a thug. You're a dash, you're a reptilian born, you're a beast born. You're gonna take charisma, intimidation. Under charisma, put intimidations in the middle of the sheet. Under knowledge, right next to it to the right, put pistols. Then put blunderbuss. Under dexterity, underneath agility, put sleight of hand. And then under survival, near the end of the paper on the right, which is under resilience,
Yep.
put scavenging. Now, in this system, every time you take a skill, these are given to you by your role-playing, your background stories to me, okay? You get a point. Whenever you take a skill, you get a point. You know, like for example, you might take swimming, and it goes under athletics, but you took it because you need to survive, which could put you under resilience. So resilience would get a plus. So this system is not like, you can say, well, my character is very, this way. Well, that'll happen automatically by your choices, and you'll be unable to say what he is because the character's sheet will represent it. It's a very intuitive system, and you'll see how that grows. Okay? Every choice you make gives you your pluses. And then you have some leeway where you can choose your own pluses. Like in life, we have our own objectives, our own goals. We push ourselves in a certain way, but we also have our certain choices that we make that affect us in the long run. Okay? So you have those are your skills. You have a 2 in talent.
Talent.
It's in the right,
okay.
middle right. You have 2 in combat. It's in the O in the left. O in left up top.
I see it.
And you have 1 in resilience. And your 1 for your race, because you're reptile born, is 1 in agility. Okay? You work as a thug for the Iron Circle. Guys, this quest takes place in Solst, the Arcane City. Imagine like a grimy New York City. All the cities are clustered together. And but it's a beautiful city. It's covered by a shield. It's surrounded by walls. The Walking Tower, if you remember from Celestial Wars, is out in the bay nearby. It's more like a Great Lake than a bay, I suppose. And the streets kind of like go through and kind of wind through. I have artwork for that, and you're going to see those streets today in this episode. And I'll show you to you right at the end of this beginning. So you're a thug. You basically work as like the muscle, if you will. Your guy is more fast and strong, but still you're a 7-foot reptile man. I would run the other way if I saw you. Even if you were 6 foot, I'd run the other way. Probably if you're in 3 foot, I would run the other way. So. So you work for them. The only other thing you do besides manning the door and doing a couple of odd jobs here and there is sometimes you protect the runners. There's a few guys like you. You guys all know each other. It's probably about 5 or 6. You don't work for them on the high end. You work for the lower guys. Okay?
Okay.
The guy that you work for is Silas with a C. Okay? Silas is the guy people know, and they know that he's got a boss, and that boss has a boss, and then no one knows who the supposed Iron Circle are. People think the Iron Circle are the elites of Arcane City. No one really knows. Any questions about your 2 characters?
No.
Nope. I don't think so.
We're going to go over to Vin. Vin, you're not born yet. You know nothing about yourself.
Excellent.
You have a small experience of life. Here it is. So you have that in a moment, and then nothing.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Next.
That's your backstory.
Excellent. I like it.
That's your backstory.
Simple.
Okay, now we're going to head over to Tom.
I can work with that.
Oh man! Wow.
That's, I hope it's a little bit more than the Oz.
It's 2 Oz. Tom, on your sheet, you want if you don't, I know it's digital for you, but if you want to just write it down, you can. So under knowledge, you have languages, in quotations 3.
Okay.
You have under charisma, which is in the middle of your sheet, you put gather information.
Okay.
Under charisma also, you have bluff.
Okay.
Under expertise, which is under talent, put performance. Talent in the middle of the paper to the right.
Yep.
And charisma under will, you're going to put etiquette. And guys, like I said before, if you don't know the system, we're eventually going to be putting the system out probably sometime this week and let you all know, FPCs, you'll be making a character in this system. Tom, you're going to take the following points. Put 1 point in intelligence.
Okay.
3 points in talent right next to it. 1 point in resilience. And Tom, your race is half-elf?
Yes.
So you're going to put your 1 point in either will or talent, your choice.
Okay.
So Tom, you work once again, guys. If you know Tom and Findalar from the last quest, wait for it. Tom works for the government again. You can't help it.
Big stretch.
If Tom's gonna go into a fancy environment, he's working for the government.
Look, it's a leg up.
Nope.
It's a good job. Got benefits.
Look, he's already dressed for it. So
this is an opportunity. That's all this is.
Exactly. Guys, we have stars coming in. We have 100 stars from Evan Moniz. Bribery to reveal what Volt did. Evan, you're going to get a little sliver of what Volt did in this episode. 500 stars from Scott Weber. Just general bribery. Doesn't want anything.
General bribery.
This is a bribe. I'll tell you what I want in the future.
Yeah. I'll tell you later what I want.
Here's the money. I'll let you know what I want.
So what that is you just gave karma. Scott, decide who you want to get that karma to. You cannot give general karma anymore. You must give it to a player. So in essence, karma is in the air. The fans who may favor or not favor somebody by their choice, whoever they want to give their donations to. So Scott, one karma to somebody, and Peter just gave us 1,000 stars. Here's to new beginnings. Thank you, Peter Flagg. Awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
So Peter, pick 2 different people or one person to give 2 onto. That's possible also. Okay, guys. So Tom, you work for the government. You work at Arcane's Tower. Arcane is the magistrate for Arcane City. He handles everything to do with the law and the policy, and is a very important figure. He technically, Zerilius is still in charge of the city, but people know like Arcane is really like a power player for the governmental society in the Arcane City. You work in all different jobs. Wherever they need you to apply for translations, as people come in trading, if it's a diplomat, even royalty, they set you up, and because you can speak probably 4 or 5 languages, you're able to kind of either get by and do what you have to do, or you're fluent. One of the things that you speak is Seth, which is similar to like a tiefling character in Dungeons and Dragons, very similar. You speak Seth. You obviously speak you obviously can speak Elven and Common automatically, and then you can pick. I'll let you pick 3 more actually on top of that you could speak.
Nice. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, you've worked for a while there. Your father is actually the fan player character in Mistar, which is Richard Wilde, or I believe he's here right now. That's your father, and your father's not around that much because he's constantly out working for the exchange and doing things like that. Tom kind of is kind of trying to be or not trying to be, being a bit of an overachiever, and trying to do as best he could, and did achieve a lot because of that. So you found your way into a good position. In this city, in the city of Seoul, so the Arcane City, many people are not even considered citizens. To be considered a citizen is a high honor. So it's like they see that you're part of it, but they don't recognize you for anything significant. Around the city, they have what's known as seekers. These are wizards who go around and basically enforce their power. Think Judge Dredd, because they can say that you're guilty on the spot, and they bring you to Arcane's Tower, and then there's like another process to go through about your guilt or your innocence.
And that's where it gets dicey.
That's where it gets real dicey. So they could just take you in if they want to, or they pass judgment, whatever it is, and they have a lot of authority, and they constantly abuse their authority. Okay? They can be bribed. That's a known thing. And the city is very diverse, going from the rich to the poor. The poor live in what's called the Rim, which is the outer parts of the Arcane City, and the rich mostly live in Center Circle, which is in the center of the city. That's where Optimus Tower is, very, very close by. This city is located on the water, where there is docks. There's a marketplace called the Bazaar, and there's a couple of different taverns around the area. You'll learn about that. Tom, do you have any question about your character and what he does?
Nope. Good
Okay.
to go.
We're going to head over to Dan's character. Dan, you're playing Vigorish. You're a bard. Tom, by the way, Tom is a thief. We didn't make that clear. Or pursuing to be a thief. You're all 0-level characters. And
Thief. Yeah, a thief.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Damien, you're a gunslinger. Obviously,
Yes.
Everybody doesn't know that. And you're Rob, you're a knight or a fighter. Your character will develop in that way. Dan, you're going to do your skills right now. Here we go. Under expertise, put performance. Dan's a bard. Under knowledge, put horn. Under charisma, put negotiation. The charisma is located under will. Knowledge is under intelligence.
Under charisma?
Yeah.
The negotiator.
Put stealth under survival.
Hello there.
You're the only. Oh no, actually, it might be another character. Yeah, you're the only character I think that has stealth.
Wow.
Cool.
Yeah, in like it's very somewhat thiefy campaign. You got one person. And under athletics, under strength, put running. Because you're a runner. I figured that was very appropriate.
Ooh.
You're gonna put to your points now, Dan. You're gonna put 2 into resilience at the right side of your paper. Put 2 into talent right next to it. Put 1 into fortitude. And because of your race, put 1 into agility. Dan works as a runner. So as we talked about Scro's character, where you are kind of the thug, you're the muscle. This is one of the runners that they're friendly. They're not. They talk to people. They just act. Some people know they have no real weight in the Iron Circle in their society, but they're also protected by them, which makes them a very dangerous person. And they know that usually somebody else, like an enforcer, like you, Damien, is floating around to kind of apply some pressure if needed. Okay? So, Dan, you've been doing that for a while. During the day, you're on the streets playing your horn, which is what you chose. And, you're taking care of your mother when you can. You do live with your mom. Everybody's very young here, by the way. We're playing very young characters for the most part, anywhere in their teens up to their 20s. And by night, you work for the Iron Circle, and you work for Silas, just like Damien's character does. And you guys know each other. You're not best friends. You don't hang out with each other outside of there at all, but you do know each other very well. And that is it. Any questions you want to ask me about Vigorish?
Yeah, Vigorish.
Vigorish, sorry.
So what are the difference between the 2 jobs that I'm doing and what Dash is doing?
Dash is getting into combat, getting into sticky situations constantly. You're just getting in, asking for the money, collecting, running notes or messages, signaling people if something has to happen. Anything like that. Anything that is communicative or passing on something or delivering or things like that. You're a gopher sometimes, fetching. You know that basically if you saw Damien behind you, you know that Damien is going to fight if it comes down to a fight.
Okay. And the guy I work for is named Silas?
Silas with a C. Yes, and you don't often even sometimes you get directed by him directly, but many times it's through his associates that you get. You guys will arrive. You constantly go to the Fire and Fury, which is the tavern and inn located in the Rim, which is like the poorest part of the city.
Okay. And what is Silas's position?
What's his position? You don't know it. You don't really know him to have a position. You just know that he's important in the Iron Circle. If he has like a certain title, you're not sure what it is. It's just like, there's Silas. Go talk to him. He's in charge.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. We're gonna go over to Brooke. Brooke's character is named Maya. Brooke, your profession is a scavenger, and as we mentioned before, for Dan, your profession is runner. So you're a scavenger, and put these skills down if you could, Brooke. Under survival, put scavenging.
Under where? I'm sorry. Oh, survival.
Under
scavenging.
resilience, you'll see
Okay.
survival, and then under that, put scavenging.
Uh-huh.
Also there, same spot, put foraging under survival. Oh yeah, so there was one person with stealth because you got it also. Survival, also put stealth. That's a very valuable skill to get from me right now.
Okay.
Under knowledge, right to the left, under intelligence. Under knowledge, put nature. And also under knowledge, right there, you're gonna put staff, like a fighting staff,
Okay.
like a quarterstaff. For your points, put 3 points into resilience. Put 1 point
Okay.
into intelligence.
Okay.
You're gonna put, because you of your race, you're gonna put 1 point into will.
Okay.
And your last point is gonna go into talent. So your character, your family owns the apothecary. You don't know anything about being an apothecary, okay?
Right.
So it's something that maybe you're intrigued with. You can decide that as your backstory. You think it's interesting. It's what the family does. It's very normal to you because it's all you've been around your whole life. You found worth in doing something that you really shouldn't do. Your parents started sending you out to the bazaar to go get different things. The bazaar in Solst is probably one of the best in the world, only rivaled by the Queen Cities. The Queen Cities are known for immense trade. Solst, especially the fact that it stayed isolated, but it allows trading to come out and in. They only allow the select high-tier guests come in, and if anyone walks through the shield in a city, they've been invited, and they're arriving the exact time they're supposed to arrive. Okay? Otherwise, they don't let you out, and they don't let you in. All the people in Solst, which is probably a few 100,000, do not leave the shield unless they came in because they're in a ship, a merchant, they're with somebody important, or again, they have to be approved in and out, and it's not an easy thing to get in and out. So you have constantly gone to the bazaar to collect different things. You did that for a while, and you kind of wanted to help the family out because they were going through rough times, and you wanted to do more. And you realized a lot of things they need should be really easy to get if only there wasn't a giant arcane shield around the city. Because some of the things they need are simple things found in nature, but it's right outside of the shield. You found out, just on a hunch from what you know about being a Ceph, is that you believe it's possible you could get through the shield. And one day, that was while that being in the back of your mind, you found a weak point in the shield somewhere near the bazaar, south of it. And you realized that if no one was looking around, and you literally push your body against it, you feel a surge, kind of like feeling electricity running through you, but it didn't kill you. It was probably a very stupid thing to try, but you got through the shield, and on the other side, you were amazed. You ran to the forest, which is about 300 feet, and you hid behind a tree, and no one caught you. No one saw you. You went to the forest, and you started collecting different things. Different things that are, again, they're common to Andaria, but completely uncommon and very highly priced in Solst, because no one goes in, no one goes out. You started doing that about 6 months ago, and you've gone outside probably 24 times. And you've got it down to a science. You get in, you know how when they do the shift changes for the guards, when the seekers are not around. Sometimes you time it with the daytime. You know when they let traders in. You pretty much have all of the routines down. You're not a thief, but if you were, you're the perfect scout. You've scouted everything. You're the ultimate location scout for the entire Solst. You know pretty much everyone who's outside. In buildings, you know nothing, but all the walls, everything like that, even down by the docks, you know the changes because you feel like it's important. And you're making so much money doing this. Your family is, not you. That this is very valuable. Have you told your family? Nope. They have no idea you're doing it. They don't understand how you're doing it. They'd say that you got the magic touch, and they don't understand how resourceful you are. They compare you to your grandmother about how resourceful and clever she was. And you've just been helping out your family. You try to do it a little bit more than you have to. Like you make sure the family doesn't go down to broke, but you're keeping them alive simply by what you're doing. It's very important to you. I imagine like your last character, Episde, that family is very important to this character as well.
Yes.
So that's something you always do. Do you want to ask me any questions about your character, Maya, the Ceph?
Well, you answered it already about my parents knowing for sure or not, so.
Right. Yeah, they don't know.
Okay, good.
Okay, and that's
Thank you.
it. So once again, the review, you have Rob, who's Caddick, a squire, human. You have Scro, who is a beastborn. He's a thug and a gunslinger. Dan, Vigorish, who is a runner and kind of like a bard. Everyone is level 0, don't forget. Brooke is Maya, a scavenger. She's basically on her way to being a ranger, if that's what she keeps going for. Tom is Robin, a thief. He is half-elf. And we have Vinny, who we don't know much about right now. We know he's crystal-born. That's about it. And there's not many of him around, if any. Guys, that is it. Those are your characters. If you want to apply the points right now, you can. You can if you do it, you can utilize it. Otherwise, just put them up top, and that's what it is. Those are the points you will have. Those are the skills you have. If your skill is on your sheet, you can roll a d20. And if you applied your points, you can add the first bolded category stat right above that chart. So if you're under knowledge, just whatever knowledge says, if it said 2, you can add 2 to it. If it's not on your sheet, d12 plus 2. If it's on your sheet, d20 plus 2. Really simple, real straightforward. Got it?
Got it.
Okay. Now, I have one more thing to award you guys. Everyone except for Rob, because you know Rob, who wants to give him something for free.
Oh.
I want it to be harder for you. No, I'm kidding. So everyone is going to take magic, okay, and put it under talent.
Yay!
Okay? You don't have that, you're from Oakfrost. And everyone, including Rob, can also take knowledge daggers. In this world, it's not like 2021 on Earth where there's a lot of common knowledge around because of the internet. Everyone knows a little bit of everything. You could be a person that's never swam in the water before. If it's not on your sheet, you don't know how to do it. You've never done it. You're completely ridiculous. Maybe your athletics is so good that you could survive and do well because of how strong you are, right? But you don't know how to swim. You don't know how to climb a wall. If Tony Hansen was to go to a wall and climb up on a mountain, I would die. Now, that's because I climb my stairs, and I climb other things, and I go camping once in a while, does not equate the fact that I can climb a wall, everything else. I would die. So D12 is probably very generous. For reality. Okay? This system is you'll see how intuitive it is. It's made for role play. You'll get more. I'm just giving you guys the very basics. There's more to it, but for the realm of the show, that is it. That's how it works. You have your points, you have your skills. Let us begin Arcane City.
You're saying there's a chance.
Yes. There is a chance.
We get any magic points to start?
No.
Okay.
Not right now.
I tried.
It was a good try.
Well, you saw that coin though, right, Damien?
No, he does not.
Oh.
Wrong quest.
time, I'm not notorious anymore.
Carry the 1 and plus it.
Guys, this is a much different quest than before. It requires a little reverb. I am now going to tell you a truth and a lie. One thing I tell you will be truthful. One thing I tell you will be false. I have in my mind A and B. Brooke, which one do you want to hear first?
B.
B. Remember, one is a truth, one is a lie.
Okay.
Here is B. One person in this quest has split personalities, and their second personality is very violent, that they've designed, and their entire goal for fun is to kill everyone else in the party on Audio Dungeon. To go in theme. Here's A. At least one person in the party is already dead. One of these is true. One of these is false. My only warning to you is, be careful. This is going to be a very dangerous quest. It might feel safe until it becomes very dangerous out of nowhere. This quest, the Arcane City, allows me one more chance to kill Brooke Armstrong.
True. That was true.
Oh my god, man.
Or one of your other players to kill Brooke Armstrong.
Dream.
Remember, all these decisions are based on you guys. It's what you wanted, and I love it. Let's just say that. I love it. So be careful. You are 0 level. You do not have many hit points. Which brings us to our next question. How many hit points do we have?
It's a good question.
What a great question.
How's like 100 sound? That's
100?
Yeah, how about that?
Sounds like a no, Damien.
I tried.
Everyone, you will start with 5 hit points, plus what is appropriate for your race. Okay, Rob, you will add 6 hit points to that.
5 plus 6.
Damien, you're a reptile born. You're gonna add 7 to that.
Ooh.
Vin, you know what you are. You're crystal born. You're gonna add 2 to that. Brooke, you are a Seth. You're gonna add 4. Dan, you're an elf. You're gonna add 5. That brings you to 10. Tom, you are half elf. You can add 6. Everyone, for your energy, put down 10 right in the middle of that. Don't worry about energy today. We'll explain it next time.
That's the circle, right?
Yes. And starting gold. I'll do that as we go. And so we begin. Kadok, you have been carting to Solst, the Arcane City, now for almost 2 months. It's been a long road from Oakfrost in the north. Through the snow barrens you traveled, then by water vessel, then through the forest, and then through the plains north of Solst. The journey is you and your father, as well as 3 servants. As you know, your father is a lord, one of the many lords of Oakfrost. Your servants are common folk, but they are paid well and considered an extended part of the family in most cases in Oakfrost. Their names are Trevor, Wallace, and Araya with an E. If you forget their names, it would be very rude. It's been at least 3 storms, a dozen or so rainy days, and 5 times stuck in the mud, and simply the worst trip of your life. You don't know why you have to go to Arcane City. All you know is you have to go. And it's hard to disagree when your father is not only your father, but as I mentioned, a lord of Oakfrost. If you were first born as your brother was, you would be with your mother, and you would be seeing over the estate and affairs of your family. But you were second born, and while it was in the cards for you to become a knight of Oakfrost, it seems that is all taken away. You look at your father, the shining example of a knight, a paladin with the sigil of a bear. Your father would never lie to another. He would never wrong them, or even cut a corner. You're proud of him, but perhaps so proud you feel helpless and trapped by the deep shadow he casts upon those around him. A shadow so deep, you wonder if your own light could ever be seen through it. Kadok, this is your journey, a long one and an arduous one. You're close to arriving in the Arcane City. And we take you to the moment where your father turns to you to speak with you. Kadok, check the bags. Make sure the food is still fresh. Out of game, he asks you this every hour of the entire trip.
Yes, Father. I'll check them again.
Check the bags. Everything looks great. No problems. You come back?
Yep.
And now what you do is you turn around the cart, and you see the servants are there. Some supplies are there. And you kind of just checking on things. Nothing really good. It begins to rain in the distance. That's not fun. But you're kind of used to it at this point. You've had your fair share of mud for literally the rest of your life. You come back to the front and sit with your father again. You literally take your position, reset up, sit there. You look up and you hear the thunder and the light, and you see a bit of lightning. Your father looks up. Your father is dressed to the T in his full plate mail regalia. Never a day off. How's everyone else doing back there?
Everything seems fine. But
Caddick, you didn't even look.
I noticed them as I was checking the food. Father. And now I beg you one last time.
Caddick, I asked you to look and check on them. I don't want to know who they were 2 minutes ago. I want to know now. How are they? Follow your orders.
I will check, Father.
I go back and check on him.
You look in the back, you see that 2 of them are sleeping, and Aurea is awake, staring off into the distance. And she looks at you with a bored, but content glance. She gives you a thumbs up and a quick smile, like,
Okay.
she's pretty much very go with the flow. Your father turns to you. Do you think this storm is going to get much worse?
I've seen enough storms in this journey. Knowing our luck, it's only going to get worse.
Caddick, this is out of game. You have always had a knack for storms and rain. You always are able to sense danger. You're not really sure. Maybe something in the air. A certain feeling about the clouds rolling in the distance. It's perhaps the one thing your father asked you and actually trust your answer on. You feel like without that, you'd almost would have no worth to him. Whether that's true or not, you don't know, but that's how you feel. You can put that down under talent also.
Ooh.
But we can put weather sense.
Storm chaser.
Storm chaser. Ooh, that's much cooler. Put storm chaser.
Weather guy.
I thought he had a talent for not being loved by his father.
For disappointing your father.
That too.
It all came back around.
Hoisted by my own petard.
Tables have turned.
I feel it. Don't worry, I feel it.
You continue riding on. In the very, very far distance, you see the Arcane City. Todd, if you please could put up the animated full city view. You guys continue to ride forward, and in the distance, this is what you see. Minus the person sitting on the left. You see the lighthouse in the distance that is currently on, shining around, and you see this entire city. The entire planet is one giant city, surrounded by great walls. In the past, in the last quest in Celestial War, there were no walls. They've been constructed, probably by magic. The shield is erected around the whole entire thing, and you see beams of light on the outskirts and within the center going up into the sky, creating and manifesting and stabilizing that shield. Many ships are out in the docks. People are coming in, trading, and you can't really hear much of the city, but from where you are right now, you could definitely see it as you are right now. Any questions about what you're viewing?
No. So the walls are inside the bubble?
The wall, yeah, the bubble actually starts on the walls. Well, actually, it goes a little bit past in some cases.
Questions from all of us? I'm sorry, or just Rob?
You can ask a question if you want.
Okay. What is the land directly outside of the bubble?
It's basically forest. It's quickly forest. It starts off obviously like as a shoreline, but then about 300 feet in, it becomes like a bit of a forest.
Okay, I'm just questioning the buildings that I see on the drawing, on the animation.
I have a question. How much of the city has water surrounding it? Like the whole thing, or?
So in the past, in the other quests, it wasn't like that. It seemed to be different. It's almost like they either the water rose, or they let the water in. It's one of those two things.
Okay.
Like that.
Is it all around the city though? Do we know or not?
It is all around the city. Well, you guys, yeah, you live there. You know. You've never been outside, but you know.
Right.
The only place to get on now, it seems like they're trying to make it very defendable, and they're worried about the world. So the world now is full of dragons, as you know, and it's also full of many of the monsters that came from Dragano that still roam and now are multiplying and like that in some cases. And it's the typical world of a tabletop where now there are monsters there, except in this world, instead of me writing a backstory that this is a world of monsters and knights and dragons, no, you know exactly how the monsters got there.
Right, it already happened.
Yeah, you know how the gods got there and where they went. You know how the dragons came in. You even know how the Grim Reaper was made in Super Farmer. You know everything about every society by watching the Celestial War, which I think is really cool.
It's awesome.
I didn't have to write it down for you. I didn't have to give you a 21-page document. But it is all there in the entire quest, and you see what it is from the beginning to there. So yes, there are monsters around, and it looks like they've been defending themselves a lot better. Any other questions?
No.
Nope.
Okay, so you start your riding in on the cart. Caddick, our house is in the center circle, near the Arcane Hall in Optimus Tower. You'll like it. It's the nicest part of the city. Just make sure you look presentable and always represent our family well. You'll stick out a bit here, but like a true knight of Oak Frost, I know that you'll do the right thing.
Father, you know I would never bring dishonor upon our house. But I beg you for one last time, don't make me go to this place. This city is full of cutthroats, and thieves, and charlatans. My presence here can't be essential to your business.
Caddick, you know I am a lord of Oakfrost, and you know I have fought for what is right, what is lawful, and what is good for very long. I have been summoned here, though I cannot speak of it, for a very important purpose. And it has to do with exactly that. A bit of Oak Frost might, if you will, brought into the Arcane City. Yes, perhaps there are thieves, scavengers, street rats. He looks up at the rain. Yeah. He gets the horses to go a bit faster. But I would tell you, I will do what I can, as I did in Oak Frost. And I want you to do the same. You will have your own purpose there. It's important that you, again, represent our family well. They do not know anyone from Oak Frost. They will know you, and they will know me, and they will judge us all by how we behave.
Why should we care about the judgments of this sort?
This is our home now. Oak Frost will no longer be our home, for the time being at least. You should not care about the opinions of others, but you should care about the mission that your father does here. And like it or not, you are a part of that mission. I hope you understand, and I hope I am clear.
I understand, Father, of course.
You guys continue on, you make your way. And now we're going to head over to Maya. Maya, you're peeking out behind a tree in the forest. Who knew people would be on the road today? Rainy, stormy, and it certainly is not in the schedule. That is with traders, anyone being invited, or anything that you've seen before. So you were caught off guard, and you had a dash for the forest and hide behind the nearest tree. Rarely are there travelers coming to Solst. You know the magistrate Arcane doesn't like any visitors off schedule, and usually it makes it very easy to sneak out because of that. You're now in what everyone in Solst, in the Arcane City, call Outer Solst. What's out here? Not much. There are a bit of farms, some outlanders, the lighthouse, and a few other buildings around. But 99% of the city is within the walls, within the shield. Right now, you're caught in the middle of a storm. It's wet, it's rainy, it's not fun to go into, but it definitely covers your tracks, and it definitely makes it easier to sneak out, so you're not really upset. As you look, once again, you peek out behind the tree, and you see humans traveling in a cart, attempting to enter the sunken city, apparently, into Solst, the Arcane City. You're pretty sure that they saw you. In fact, even one person in the back, you believe, probably saw you. You're pretty sure she pointed you out, raised her hand in the air. You don't know how she could have seen you, but it looks like she pointed right at you. At least you think so. That's it, you think. This is the last time I do this. You wait a few minutes. You have butterflies in your stomach, animosity. And you turn around to look as what you should do. Travel back, or get the supplies for your family and do what you must. And you do know that you must. You notice birds are in the trees taking shelter, small animals creeping around trying to stay out of the rain. Take a look at your list. You pull it out of your pocket. You wonder, what do I have to get today? On your list is forest berries, elder root, any eggs you can get your hands on, and something you've always looked for because you know of the legend of it, the white flower. You forget its name, but supposedly the wizards always say it grows one day a year only. But which day? No one knows, or no one cares, or no one told you. Finally, the cart reaches the inside gates. They seem to be in some sort of conversation. And finally, they let them in through the gates. That's you. You arrive into the city. Here we go, you think. You now have the opportunity to travel back and run into Solst, no penalty of failure, or go out into the forest and get what you need. What is your choice?
I go out into the forest.
Yes.
I mean, I don't even know if he or she really saw me, so, like, I have to do this.
You're doing the right thing, Brooke. The right thing.
I think so.
I step into death.
Caddick, we're going to come back to you now. Finally, you think to yourself, cobblestone roads. An actual road that is not mud is beneath you. It's the happiest moment of your life. That's how it feels. Immediately you notice the rain has lessened, and it seems to almost glow blue as it still falls through the shield. You think perhaps it's the magic. You know nothing about magic. You have no desire to be here, but you can't help but marvel at the buildings. So different than Oakfrost. It's like someone took all the buildings and pushed them together, and inside there are lights glowing that you've never seen before. What kind of light have you seen? From candle, from lantern, from torch. But here, the lights glow colors that you frankly have never seen lit before. It's beautiful to you. Whether you admit that to not, and not to your father, that's another story. On the streets, hundreds of people, if not nearly 1,000, make their way around in a hurry. You wonder what's so important, what's the rush? You pass through some areas that seem to be poorer areas, citizens wearing plain clothes, kids playing in the streets, and even a bard playing some sort of horn on the corner. Vigorish, we're going to go to you right now. Dan, Vigorish. You're standing on the corner with your mother's pan on the floor. A lot better to use the pan, so if someone tries to steal the money that you're trying to collect, you'll be able to hear it from the pan rather than a hat. And maybe this time you can keep your money that you're making from the tips of playing and performing in the streets. Only problem is your mom yells at you every single time you take her pan. That's your life.
All right.
You used to play it down. You used to play down by the market, by the bazaar. But after a time, you realize the Bardic College has reign over who performs there and when they perform. And that's not you. And every time they see you now bringing that horn in, they kick you right out. So you moved around a bit. You also tried to go into the richest part of the city, center circle, the middle of the city. There was a mixed bag. You would make a few coins quick, but soon enough a seeker would come and throw you out there, and usually they take your tips. They're the worst, and they're usually corrupt. They feel all knightly and powerful because they're actual citizens of Solst, unlike you and unlike pretty much everybody you know. And mostly, unlike everyone around you where you live, which is the rim, or the outer rim. And the rim is located in the outer rim of the city, as you can imagine by the walls. But here, your newest spot, probably for the past few weeks, is on Mages Road. It's perfect. Everyone who has to pass by, it's close enough to center circle, and somewhat near the rim. No one cares what you do here. And, you know, you would perform in the rim, but no one has any money there. So, this is pretty much your last spot, and it seems to be a decent one. So, as long as you don't mind a few thieves coming in and stealing your money from time to time, albeit the pan, you try to do to stop that, and a couple of different people coming in for competition, this seems to be the best spot you found as a wandering bard through the city. Today, you made 3 gold. And all of a sudden, as you're playing your horn, you hear the clickety-clang of your pan as 2 thieves pick up the pan and run. 3 gold is how you're going to eat today for you and your mother. What do you want to do?
What time of day is it?
It's early on, probably around noon.
Okay. Do I have anything on me? Do I have any weapons on me?
You do not have any weapons on you. So the city of Souls, Arcane City, they frown upon anyone carrying weapons other than like a dagger or a simple weapon like maybe a staff. That's it. Long swords, short swords, bows and arrows. No reason for it, especially because all the guards are seekers. They're wizards. They have magic. You know, it's very easy to control. 6 seconds.
All right. I'll run after them.
You begin to run after them. They're pretty fast. They're kids, and they're darting through the crowd, and you can tell you're definitely going to lose them. And that 3 gold is pretty much everything to you. The 2 of them start running through the crowd, darting and weaving, running right by a cart that's coming in. And all of a sudden, a man in blue armor, shiny silver and blue, jumps off the cart and stops one of them, your father, Eldarin. Caddick, get the other one, quickly.
All right, jump off the cart and chase him.
Okay, roll D20. This is going to be a run check first, which you have running.
10 is the roll. Do I add my strength?
Yeah, I don't know if you applied it yet. So as of right now, your roll is 10.
11. If I can add the 1 from strength.
Okay. You start chasing him. You almost catch him. You're right behind him. He's making his way. You're a good runner. You know, you're from being a squire. You're on your feet, carrying lots of equipment. You're used to this, but this kid is fast. Okay? So I don't know what's going to, as DM, this is not scripted. I don't know what's going to happen here. I'm now going to roll to see how fast he runs. This kid knows how to run. We're rolling a D20. So he achieves a 14. You can counter this now. This is your next round running.
Come on.
If you lose 3 of these, you're going to lose them.
11.
The kid breaks away. Here we go. It's your last chance to catch him. Need something high here. I rolled a 10. My total's a 10. I rolled a 6 plus 4, 10.
I'm gaining on him.
Roll 15 or above, you catch him. Roll between that, and you just gain on him. Go ahead.
8.
You lose him in the crowd.
Do I have a dagger or something? No, I guess I don't want to start killing people this
You
early
do
on.
you do have a dagger on you.
He's a kid.
If you want to take a shot with a dagger and throw it,
No. No, I won't.
don't help him, Brooke. Think about what you're doing, Brooke.
I don't want to murder someone.
Let this man do what he thinks is correct.
I will not knife a kid
Don't
in the
never
back.
stop Rob from being Rob.
Yeah,
I'm so glad I'm not
This
born
is
because
true.
you might throw a dagger and hit me.
Yeah, it's like you throw it. Vinny walks by and you hit him accidentally.
And it begins again. You!
Oh my
Okay,
god.
I just kind of yell out to someone who's near him, like, stop that boy!
Okay, give me a charisma check. D12.
I have etiquette. Does that have me roll a 20?
No, etiquette doesn't help here.
Okay.
You're not a good speaker.
Good sir!
It's just like,
Stop
yo,
that.
it's like somebody, you know.
Right,
You're not-
I'm just kind of yelling at him.
Yes.
Oh, God, 9.
D12.
Oh, okay.
Something, you gotta get used to it.
I know. A 7.
7, you call out, you just yell a couple of things, you're in a panic, you know, and try to help him, try to describe situation. You can't. The boy gets through, it is gone with the money, and you failed.
Okay, I look back to see where my father is. What are you
Caddick, you got him?
I lost him.
Caddick, he was right by you. You're a squire of Oakfrost. You can't catch a child running through the streets? Where is he going to go? We're in a place that is surrounded by walls and a magical dome, and you can't catch this child?
Thief like that. Runs no doubt every day. I've never seen someone run like
A thief. It's a boy. A boy with a pan. You're a grown man, for crying out loud.
You're right, Father.
Get back in the cart.
I go back.
Brutal. Oh my goodness.
Get in the cart. Where's his thief?
Do you say that, or you just like that?
No, I look.
He comes over and he has a thief, and he's holding him by the back of the collar, and he brings him over to you, Vigorish, and he goes, "Well, at least give him back the one coin I see in your hand." And,
I would have gone after the guy with the gold.
The guy with the gold? The guy with the gold was long gone for you. I was telling you, he had to jump on you and was running faster than you. He was already gone through the streets. And by the time you see them, the cart was in front of you. You had no chance of catching him at that point. You were set up with your performance, with your horn. He had too much of a jump. So if you ran out there, you probably would have followed a bit, but you just can't see what's going on, and you're unable to catch up. I would imagine you make your way back. Yes?
Back where?
Back to where you were, where the knight who caught the first boy, or no? What do you want to do?
Do I know who the boy is? Do I recognize him from the town?
Maybe, but you don't know who he is. Maybe you've seen him around.
Okay. Hey, give me my gold back, man. Where's your friend? Where is he?
Drop the coin. The boy drops it.
I pick it up and put it in my pocket. Does he have my pan too?
No, the other one has your pan. Your mom is going to kill you. Perhaps that's probably the worst thing that just happened.
That's the worst part. Yeah.
Forget the money. That was a brand new Teflon pan.
Man, you stole 2 gold from me and you took my mom's pan.
Guys,
Listen,
we're gonna check right now.
I'm on the same corner every single day, all right? I'll be back there tomorrow. You get your friend, you come back, and you bring me my pan, and you bring me my gold, okay? Or I'm gonna find you.
Okay, yeah, I'll be back later.
God, can't stand this city sometimes.
Can I go now?
Thanks. Thank you, sir.
He puts him down, not so nicely, but not so roughly, and is like, "Get out of here."
I give him a shove.
Sir, I'm very sorry I couldn't help you any further with this. I was only able to catch this one, and unfortunately my son over there, who should be competent, could not catch him.
Do I hear
It's
this?
okay, well,
Yes.
I mean, thanks for
He looks
catching
you
that
in
one
the
guy, and
eyes.
you
Who should
got
be
me one
competent.
gold. I guess I could get some food for me and my mom tonight. Thanks.
Forgive me, beggar, that I failed you.
I mean, you know, it's not really your responsibility, but, you know, thanks for trying.
It's hard to even hear myself think over here. Let's get out of here, Caddick. Good day to you. I am Lord Eldarin, and I'm new here to the city. Actually, if you wouldn't mind telling me, is this the right way to Optimus Tower and the Center Circle?
Yeah, stay on Majors Road. You'll find your way to the center circle. You don't want to spend much more time here. I mean, you look like you guys are dressed pretty nicely, and a lot of people in the Rim, they're going to know that you're around. They're going to know that you have some money. So stay on this road. Get out of here as quickly as you can, man.
I appreciate you. What is your name?
Oh, my name is Vigorish.
Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah,
Okay,
nice
we'll
to
be
meet
on
you
our
guys
way.
too.
Good day to you. Good luck with your horn playing. Yeah. They start leaving, start going down towards what you hope is Center Circle. Tom, you are
Yes?
outside. You are outside, walking around, and getting somewhat impatient. It's rain. It's cold. You're wet, and you simply don't like it. You must have walked around Optimus Tower in the middle of whatever storm this is 10 times now. You're simply not sure what is worst. Royals, diplomats, or the ones who just think they're important. You never know what you're going to get. And today is probably one of the most annoying days you've had in a long time. Because in this case, it's a gnomish king who just won't stop complaining to a Seth by the name of Sultal. They've been trying to communicate, and and have asked you to follow out of earshot, which means you're not even working. The Gnomish King waved you off earlier, and you've been circling Optimus Tower for literally over an hour in the rain, not even translating. And they're both trying to communicate, talking in common, very poorly, and nothing's happening. And from what words you can hear aren't right words. So, you're not having a good day.
All right. That's unfortunately typical, I guess. I'll start. I'll just start singing a song to myself about the rain in Seth.
In Sephian?
Yeah.
Okay, you start singing, and as you do, perhaps because you sang it, or perhaps because it was just the right timing, the Gnomish King waves you over.
I come over.
Listen,
Your Highness, how?
I need something. He's talking to the Seth Sultal, but he's like looking at you. He's doing the George, points at you. But he's talking to somebody else. So listen, I need something that we can make a much larger explosion. Let's just say that I need to get past a shield of great importance to me, like this one around the city. I need something stronger, though. Bellman looks at you. Well, translate!
Of course, Your Highness. I turn to the Sephian and I say, His Royal Majesty is looking for something, a strong enough force to set an explosion that can destroy a wall like the one around the city. Can you help him?
Sultal looks at you. It seems to be very learned. You can tell this guy is someone who's, and when you know him a little bit, that he's involved in the Iron Circle. He's involved in Optimus Tower a little bit. He's well connected. But he's also pretty intelligent, and in a weird way, he's very respectable. But you're just also aware of everything he does. I have lived in this, and he says in Sephian, I have lived in the Arcane City for some time now, and can say that magic around the shield is very powerful and unique. And I believe it is powered by soul crystals. I do not believe the Gnomish King can open this shield by the soul crystals he owns alone. He looks at you. This is a game of memory.
Your Highness, he says that he's been here for a long time, and he believes that the wall surrounding this city, this magical wall, is so powerful that the soul crystals you possess right now are not enough to breach it.
Sultal begins speaking again. The King's crystals with red rock or any other combination would not be enough. They would need to be a powerful spellcaster strong enough to resist the shield's magic and push through. Seth are very resilient, and it could be possible, unless there is another solution that I cannot think of at this moment. I would imagine for what he requires, and you don't know what they spoke about before this conversation. You don't know what the conversation actually is fully about. You just know what they're saying now. I would imagine what he require would be some sort of thief to disarm the traps inside, a few others to protect that thief, and probably an enchanter to disenchant the source of the magic. And then, once inside, whatever is at that source, you would need something or someone much more powerful than a Seth to dismantle it, for it would be a great and powerful arcane source of magic. Please translate.
Okay. Your Highness, he says that the crystals with red rock that you have are not enough to breach the wall. He says that the Seth are very powerful themselves, and they might be able to allow the wall to be breached. But in order to do what you need, you need a party of thieves, of people to protect the thief. You need some sort of master thief to break in, and you probably need a very powerful arcane caster to succeed in getting what you are looking for. He does not think that it will be successful otherwise.
It's fine. I was just asking for a friend. Sultal just looks at you.
His Highness says thank you very much, that your advice is well heeded, and that he was asking only for a friend, that he himself obviously does not need this information, it was only out of friendship that he asked.
Right now, Tom is Key and Peele anger translator. Right now. Yes, well, good. Everything is set to arrive tonight. He looks exactly at Soltal. The cargo marked Volt on the side. It is for you. And do you have somewhere we can have a demonstration tonight? Translate!
Your Highness, the cargo is set to arrive tonight. There's marked Bolt on the side. That is for you. And he is wondering if there is a place where we could have a demonstration tonight of, I presume, whatever the cargo is.
Yes.
And how it is used.
Of course, of course. Ask him, please, if he is familiar with the Fire and Fury. And that is where he will meet me tonight. Around midnight will suffice.
Your Highness, there is am I familiar with the place?
Yeah. It's popular.
Your Highness, there is a establishment called the Fire and the Fury. He suggests that you meet him there at midnight tonight, where a demonstration will occur. The place is one where you may want to hide the fact that you are Your Highness. It is not a place of. It is a place where ruffians.
Fine, fine. I will have my guards with me. Tell him I will be there with my elite gnomish guards.
His Highness plans to be there at midnight with his elite gnomish guards.
No. This is unacceptable. He must be alone. Otherwise, the Iron Circle will see this as a threat.
Understood. Your Highness, he expresses concern that if you arrive with your elite guard, the Iron Circle might see that as a threatening gesture, and he insists that you arrive alone.
Nope. Tell him. Are you translating? What's nope in Cephian? Make it up,
It's
Tom.
very similar.
What's nope in Cephian?
I will say it is.
Okay, that's very similar. Okay.
So, His Highness is concerned, I think,
I
about
got it. I understand.
the nature of that place
Yes,
and the
yes,
fact that
yes.
as he arrives there, he may not be
Tell him,
arriving there.
please, translator, tell him
Yes.
he must arrive alone. There is no choice. That is it. It is not up to me. It is up to the Iron Circle. And I can tell you, they will not approve him bringing any sort of weaponry or guards with him when he travels to the Fire and Fury.
Okay, I will let him know. Your Highness, he says this is not a decision that he is making or even advice. This is the decision of the Iron Circle. They will not allow you to enter with weaponry or guards.
What about
Your
him?
Highness,
What about this guy? I need a translator. He comes. You go with a blade?
I have used a blade in the
Good.
past.
You're coming
Your
with me.
Highness.
You're going to translate. And if something goes down, you got to protect me.
It would be my distinct honor.
I know.
Highness.
Tell him.
His Highness suggests, as a compromise, if you would allow me to travel with him as a translator, and at least he would feel some protection, and he has someone that he knows here in the city. And I suppose that if he's in any danger, he would throw me at the danger. Would that be okay?
I believe they would be okay with the translator, since that seems adequate and appropriate. I will let them know. Please tell him I will see him tonight at midnight, and I will apparently see you there as well. Good day to you both. He nods to the king, and he takes about 5 steps back, and then turns around and goes.
Your Highness, he approves of me as your translator. Where would you like me to meet you? So we will travel there together.
I'm staying here at Optimus Tower, so you can meet me here.
Very
Bring a big
very
sword.
easy to do. I will bring what I can bring, Your Highness. He made it very clear that if I bring a big sword, they will not allow us in.
Bring a small sword.
I will bring a small blade. But I will bring myself, and I will do everything I can to protect you. You have my word.
Fine. Bye. Be here on time. He walks off. He goes into the tower. Okay, Caddick, we're going to go back to you right now.
All right.
Caddick, you pass into center circle. A few wizards appear next to the cart. They're wearing yellow robes. Lord Edrin, you are expected. Your house is here. The address is 7211 Center Circle. We will show you in and magically ward the house from those who would seek to enter unlawfully. Everyone here in your party would, of course, be safe and never have to worry if someone comes in your house unwanted. They would be struck by the dangers of the magic that we use to protect you in the next few minutes. And you, sir, are you the son of Lord Eldrin?
Yes.
Yes. This is my son you will direct to me. He is not intelligent enough for these sort of situations. Let's just say. Caddick, get the bags inside.
I go get the bags.
And when you get inside, choose which room you want. If you want one by the window for a good view, you may have it. As long as it's not the master.
Very well.
Very well what?
Very well, Father. I shall do as you say.
Very good. Trevor, Wallace, Araya. Come this way. You will get the other bags. They kind of nod as they bring it in. You guys go into the house. Rob, you could take a room on the first floor, the second floor, or the third floor. These houses have very interesting looks. Guys, if inside, if you can put on the center circle artwork, please. So you can pick the first floor, second floor, or third floor. You're just going to see the artistic design of the houses right now. And Vince right behind you if you want to look at it. Oh, I thought you were looking at your phone. A second. So you see in the middle, there's actually an area that's actually projecting a light up of a floating crystal. And the crystal looks like one of the blue sapphires. And it's actually being directed right into the center of the giant arcane shield. Your house is probably off and to the right now. And you can see Optimus Tower in the back. Optimus Tower is actually split into two. Mm-hmm. And that is the one you see in the very distance. Across the street right here is some sort of opera house. And there's many shops here. Everyone in this area is absolutely and easily targeted as wealthy or with money. Very different from what you saw on the rim, and very different from what you saw on the way, even as far as Mage's Road brought you. You've made your way through this area and off to the right, and the building that you see with the orange lights on, that is your building.
Oh, nice.
To have such a significant building in the center of the town when people are poor, starving, or barely have anything to live in, obviously you can tell of the worth of your father's mission and why you're here. Which floor do you take a room on? The first, the second, or the third?
Where is the master?
The master is on the second floor in the back.
Okay, so I'll take a third floor room with a window.
Third floor with a window. Okay, so all the other servants take a floors on the first floor. You're the only person on the third floor. There's other storage areas up there as well.
Okay.
There's actually also like a small little room for like parties and such up there too, like a dining hall. It's probably the size of maybe like 40 feet by 40 feet.
Oh,
it's just across the hall from your room.
There's parties in there every night. You're never gonna sleep. It's gonna be noisy all night. You know. No, just kidding.
That's gonna be ballroom dancing right next to you.
Yep. Okay, we're gonna head over to Dash. Dash, working on the docks has been some good pickup work for you. Being a Beastborn has its benefits. The reptile part of you doesn't need too much sleep. About 4 hours a night does you pretty fine. So you're able to work these hours during the day at the docks and at the fire in Fury at night for the Iron Circle. Usually you're working with runners when you're working for the Iron Circle, making sure they do their job and help them out if someone doesn't pay them. Of course, there's all sorts of things they use, but for the most commonly thing that you do, you're following runners around, make sure they're safe, and you apply a little muscle when a little pressure needs to be applied. Today, it's rainy and windy, and all the dock workers have been complaining. And there's been a lot of accidents on the dock already because of the high winds and the storm and such. You just keep your head down, don't draw attention to yourself, and keep working. After a few hours of working, you look over to see an oddly dressed person come in. And you're not really sure who they are right now. I'm going to stop you right there. Going back to Caddick. Your father comes down after figuring out the rooms. And he says to you, Caddick, I just got to, one more thing to speak to you. I have to head over to Optimus Tower right now. And apparently, you can head down to the docks right here. There was a note on my bed here. And you're to see Ogun. And Ogun will have some work for you at the docks. And I know we talked about what you'll be doing here. So I basically signed you up here at the docks. You'll be working there for 8 hours a day. And you'll be doing whatever they need you to do over there. And you know what? You still got half a day left. When you get down there, see if you can help him out, and maybe you can work the second shift today.
Very well, Father. I'll go down to the docks so I can haul boxes.
Exactly.
All right. I
Get to it.
guess I take my dagger and cloak and head off to the docks.
You head out to the docks. We go back to the docks, and we go back to Dash. You see an oddly dressed person walking up to you. If you guys want to know what he's dressed, how he is dressed, look at the person 3 from the right on your screen, and that is Rob's character. He's wearing that exact outfit, and you see the dagger at his side. He walks up. He is completely out of place, and you kind of wish he wasn't walking right to you, but it looks like he is. Whether he has a question for you or not, but that seems to be where he's walking. You don't see many people talk to. You see a large reptile man, which this might be the first Beastborn you've seen in your life.
Mm-hmm.
And but he's the only person around. And there he is. You could now both roleplay.
Okay. I approach him. You there? You have words. Can you speak?
Yes.
Ah. Very good then. I seek a man named Ogun.
Ogun.
Ogun is the man in charge of the docks. He's dock master.
The dockmaster. Ogun, yes. Do I know where he is?
Yeah, he's usually in his office. It's right like off the pier.
Well, his office is over there by the pier.
Many thanks, creature.
And I walk to the direction he's given me.
Strange.
Creature. He called you creature.
Yeah, yeah. I'm used to that.
You got a little bit of your father in you, it looks like.
I'm used to that.
You walk up. You see Ogun's there, going through some stuff.
I enter.
He looks up. Yes.
Greetings. I'm Caddick Hartford. I've been sent by my father, Lord Eldarin, to seek you about employment here.
Oh, yes, yes. Your father is some big hotshot, looks like. He wants me. I have explicit instructions to work you hard and to make sure that you're here every day on time, in and out. Am I going to have any problems with you?
Sir, I can assure you I'll be on time and work hard.
Very good. That's all I want to hear. Barlin, go get Dash outside. Yeah, sure, boss. So, this works out very nicely. I could use you today. You have time today?
Yes.
Good. We have 4 guys hurt on the job today. This storm, these winds are crazy. So I'm glad you're here. We have 3 ships coming in. One's from Queen's Reach, one's from Safe Harbor, and one's from Rhaegar. All you'll be doing is pretty easy. You'll be unloading them, bring some stuff on the dock. Dash is a good worker. He'll help you. Be like Dash. You'll have a long career here at the docks.
Very well.
Dash, they bring you in.
Hey, boss.
Dash, good to see you. Do me a favor. Break them in today. We have 3 ships coming in: Queen's Reach, Safe Harbor, and Rhaegar. Need them all. I mean, loaded and unloaded. Apparently, Rhaegar has some merchandise that's a little bit fragile. I have a note about that. and just do your thing. All you're gonna do is Dash will lead you. Get the stuff off the boats. Get it into the appropriate warehouse. You do your job. You go home. You'll have an easy day. You got a half a day on you. Just mind the wind, mind the water. Don't fall in.
Very well.
Go for it.
All right.
Role play. You guys head out to the docks. It's about a 2-minute walk.
So what's your name there?
I am Caddock Hartford, son of Lord Eldrin of Oakfrost.
Ah, fancy, I see. I'm Dash. Dash Loman.
Dash. Well, it was a pleasure to meet you. Dash. So, you said many men were hurt today.
It's this weather. There's too many accidents on the docks. Everything's slippery. There's too many boards not fixed. So be careful. Watch your footing. Watch your step.
Yes, well, I have no fear, but I'm not the most experienced on ships. But I suppose I'll get used to it.
You'll be right.
He doesn't take to the seagulls nearby. You make your way to the docks, and you see the ships are actually coming in. You work the next few hours, and immediately starting with the first ship, which is from Queen's Reach, and you're just making sure the docks come off. You see that apparently they're not using any magic here. They actually have some sort of like gnomish crane in a sense that's taking the docks over and bring it down. Your first thought is like, why aren't they using magic? Like, shouldn't magic be the first thing that should be used? Why have to carry this stuff when magic exists? You know, you don't know anything about it, but you're wondering where it is right now in your time of need. So you're bringing things out. You notice he's pretty strong. He's pretty quick, and you immediately like because you're working so closely with him and you're being around something that you've never been around before, you're noticing his mannerisms, how interesting and unique they are, and how different they are from you and what you see. Everybody you know is mostly human in Oakfrost. You're not even seeing elves, yet now you're working alongside a 7-foot reptile beastborn. So it's an interesting experience for you, to say the least. Okay?
Okay.
Maya, we're going to go to you right now. It's starting to get late outside. You're outside in the forest, as mentioned before. You begin to make your way back. You realize you'll have to run when the time is right. Usually there's a captain and a guard, and usually they're geomancers, and they don't mess around, so you can't risk getting caught. You prepare yourself and finally make a dash for the shield. I'll stop right there. Do you want to make a dash for the shield? This seems normal to you. It seems like it's going to be an easy run, something you've done many times before. Obviously, this feels like a DM trap setup, but what do you want to do?
So I shouldn't run for the shield, right? Because then I'll live.
I'm not saying that, and you cannot pull your friends. I'll give you a second. Guys,
Did I collect all my things yet? Or
yeah, you collect all your things. I'm going to give you 1 second.
Okay,
Guys,
okay.
if you're just joining us right now, please like and heart this video. Please share us out. If we get to 50 shares, they get a +2 bonus to everything they're doing, and they get to use some rerolls. And guys, if you're not following us already, put !notify into chat right now, and every time we go live, you'll get notified, which is Mondays and Wednesdays, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Brooke, Maya, what do you want to do?
I want to look for the white flower a little more.
Make a roll. So instead of going back right now through the exact time that you know is the safest, when the guards are shifting, you're choosing not to do that. Make a roll for the...
Oh, they're shifting now.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I'll run back to the shield.
Okay, so you're going to be running. Do you have running as a skill?
I don't.
Okay, so you're going to roll a d12.
Okay.
Achieve a 9, and you're fine.
2.
Okay. So I usually an 8 is the score I might bring. I made it 1 harder just because of the rain and the wind and such. You run outside and you slip and fall face first and plant onto the ground. You roll a bit and force yourself back up, wincing from the pain of the fall, and you make your way right into the shield. Unsure if anyone saw you or not, but what could you do? You get to the shield, press your body through, and you've become kind of used to the feeling of the immense pain, and it kind of weakens you and takes all your energy out, but you can make it through. You fall to the side, but unlike every single other time you've ever done it, there's a captain standing right in front of you with yellow robes. Well, sneaking out, I see. We thought something was odd was happening. Then I saw your fragile Cephian body wiggling its way through the water and dirt. Pathetic. How do you plead?
I plead not guilty. I fell through the wall.
You fell through the wall. Show me you fell through the wall.
I was just running.
Show me how you fell through the wall.
What do you mean, show you?
Show me how you fell through the wall. You claim in your defense you are not guilty, and you fell through the wall by accident. Show me you fell through the wall. How did you fall?
Okay, I was just running. I tripped and I fell through the wall. It's raining. There's mud everywhere. Do you see the mud?
He brings his face. You are caught being outside of Arcane City.
I didn't go outside on purpose. I came back in as soon as I went outside.
You said you fell through the wall.
I did. I fell through the wall on this side, and then I ran to get back on the other side.
Through the wall. You make an outrageous claim.
I fell through the wall,
Show
sir.
me. Or I will announce you guilty and bring you to the tower.
I'm sorry, what'd you say? You cut out for a second.
And I will bring you to the tower.
If what?
If you cannot show me how you fell through a magical wall that none can pass through, I will charge you not only with abandonment, but with disobedience and with perjury.
If I don't show you?
Yes, you will be acclaimed louder. I already have you on abandonment and disobedience since you're arguing with me right now.
Okay.
Do you wish to plead guilty and lessen the charges?
I'll plead guilty because I fell through the wall, yes. So if that's my charge that I went through the wall, then yes, I'm guilty.
Do you plead guilty to
going through the
disobedience,
wall.
abandonment, and perjury?
Who am I abandoning?
Do you plead guilty? If you will not answer, it will be disobedience.
Is that better?
Do you plead guilty to a disobedience, abandonment, and perjury? Your last attempt I will make.
I plead not guilty.
Not guilty. After considering what you have said here and what I have seen, I announce you guilty. For the charges I have mentioned, you will come with me to Optimus Tower to be judged further. He grabs your arm. You disappear.
Perfect. Are there lawyers there? Or is this like...
You hope so.
Where's my phone call?
Vin, you see... Vin, we go over to you. You see a flash of light. That's what you experience. You have a moment of life. A moment of light. And nothing else. And that's it. Vigorish, we go over to you. Dusk comes, and you make your way to the Fire and Fury as you do every single night. Silas, you know, will send you home if you're even 1 minute late. Not someone you ever want to get on the bad side of. You've already faced your mother by this time, and she wasn't pleased. You walk into the Fire and Fury. You're way too young to be in here, but everyone has come to know you. And while it's one of the most dangerous places in the Rim, no one gives you a problem because they know who you work for, the Iron Circle. Obviously a playoff center circle, many see the Iron Circle as truly being the power that runs the city. Of course, Aurelius, who is the prime wizard, is in charge. But everyone knows the true power of the city lord, Magistrate Arcanum. There must at least be a few people above Silas, you think. But you don't know who they are. You head to the back, and you give the password to one of the guards. What is the password you give?
Nightwing.
Okay, go through.
I head on through.
head inside. You walk in, and you see typical things you see down here. People gambling. Basically, the people that are further up the ladder from the people outside. If someone's in the Fire and Fury, they could just be someone from the Rim having a drink. But it's known that a lot of people see this as a way to make money because there's not many jobs around. There's not a way to earn money that actually makes sense. So people hang around. They want to be chosen. You being a runner makes you a target. But also the fact that you're a runner protects you. You feel the jealousy of others around you. But when you walk back here, in the back area of the Fire and Fury, into what you consider to be the Thieves Guild, you feel protected. You feel wanted. You feel a part. Obviously, your mom doesn't know. But it's putting money on the table. She thinks that all the money you earn is just from playing in the streets. And her only request is be safe, be smart, and don't use my pen. One of those you broke today.
Well, you don't have to worry about the pan part no more.
Yes. Not a worry any longer. Give me a name of a thief.
Candy.
Handy?
Candy.
Candy?
Candy.
With a T.
Tandy.
With a T. Who's on first?
Tandy.
Access instruments is next to it.
Okay. Tandy. Thanks, Rob. You're the best. We're on a creative show. Tandy. Okay, Tandy walks up to you. I got a message from the boss for you. How you
up,
doing
Tandy?
today? You make any money out there?
I had a rough day. Got
Oh,
some
yeah.
gold stolen and I lost my mom's pan.
You lost your mom's pan, eh? Or just
Yeah, it's not
stealing a new
funny.
one?
What?
I say stealing a new one.
I'll get her a new pan. Don't worry about it.
Good for you.
What's up? What's the message?
You gotta take care of your mother, you know? What else you got in life than your mother?
Yeah, it's true.
Listen,
I know.
Silas has a job for you. Tonight, around midnight, head to Center Circle. Don't be seen if you can help it. You're gonna meet some gnome by the name of Bellymon. What you're gonna do is you're gonna bring him here. And there'll be one more chap with him. If there's anyone else, you don't take him. No more than 2 people. You got it?
Okay, yeah. Is that it?
That's it, real easy for you. No pans involved.
All right, Tandy, enough pan jokes. Have you been, man?
I've been good, been hanging out all day. I won about 3 gold in a little bit of gambling.
You're getting better these days, huh?
Well, when you play as much as I do, you gotta be smart. Gambling's a good way to keep you sharp.
All right. Well, thanks for the message, Tandy. I'll see you around, man.
Say a good journey to you. Okay, you make your way back out, and you travel. Well, you still have a lot of time to midnight, so you actually don't have to leave right now. What do you want to do? You have about 3 hours or so. You seem like a
Yeah, I'll hang around
summary.
the Fire and the Fury. Don't want to do much gambling, but you know, I'll say hi to some of my associates and some of my friends in the Iron Circle.
Okay. You make your way around. You're hanging out, and you basically see Soltal sit down, which is a Seth that you know not pretty well, but like you've had a couple of dealings with him. You're often like I said, a runner, and he's someone that you're always running for. So while you're not friends with him, he knows who you are. He likes you. Whatever. You do see him sitting at a table. You can talk to him or don't. It's up to you.
Yeah, I walk past him. I just kind of elbow him. Say, hey, Soltal, how's it going?
He speaks in common, which is kind of poor. Good to see you.
Good to see you, too. Having good luck today?
An odd time.
Odd time?
Yes.
Why do you say that?
Yes. I dealt with. You don't. How many languages do you speak? Are you how intelligent are you? Did you get any points for intelligence from me?
No.
difficult day with gnome. I sit, drink ale.
Difficult day with a gnome. Which gnome?
A very powerful gnome.
What was his name?
Bellyman.
Bellymon. Well, what's his deal?
He does not gamble. No deal.
No deal. No, yeah. I'm sorry. I meant like, why was he giving you such a hard time?
The time was very hard and long. In the rain we walked, talking about nothing.
Oh. Okay. Well, is there anything more you can tell me about this guy?
No, I am sorry.
Okay. All right. I'll leave you to your drink. Try to take a load off while you're here, okay?
Cheers to you.
Good seeing you, Soltal.
He nods. Okay, so you kind of hang around. You make your way around. So some time passes. Hour passes. 2 hours pass. 3 hours pass. It's around 10 o'clock, 10:30. You guys have reached the final boat, the boat from Rhaegar. You begin to unload. There's quite a few things in here. But finally, you come across a very large crate. And it's double braced, which to you is very unusual. And on the side of the crate, stamped in, or imprinted in, or inked in, you're not sure, is Volt across the entire thing.
Careful with this one. Something special about it.
How can you tell?
Let's just look at it.
That does look different.
Reinforced. It's much larger than normal. Something's up.
I'll be careful.
The crane takes the crate down. You just pick it up. It's pretty heavy. You could handle it. If you didn't have him with you, you think that would be a problem. But you're above 6 foot. You got strength to you. He's obviously got a lot of strength to him, and you guys start bringing the thing over. Everything else is easily sorted. This one apparently needs to go into one of the certain warehouses, which is separate from the other ones. You haven't gone there today. You guys bring it over there. You're at the end of your shift. It's basically it's night. This is the last thing, and it's this big, large crate. You bring the crate over to the warehouse, and you bring it to check it in. And you see Hanlin is there, and Hanlin usually takes care of that warehouse. All right, what you got for me?
It's a big one.
Let me say here my papers.
It says Vault.
Supposed to be from Rhaegar. Is that it?
Yes, it was off the Rhaegar boat.
It says Volt on the side. So this
Vault.
one, yes, this one is actually going to Optimus Tower apparently. You gotta take it there. Take it there.
We gotta take it there.
You gotta take it there. You gotta be careful. Let me tell you something. Anything that delivers to Optimus Tower, if there's even a dent on it, it comes back with a reprimand. That goes to Ogun, and that would go to you. Make sure you get it there. You don't put a scratch on this crate.
Yeah, I know.
Go there and you can go home. Bring it there with you. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
All right.
Okay, you guys bring the crate, and you guys bring it for probably about a few minutes. You guys are not saying much. It's fine. You've worked together the whole night. You know, you've ran out of things to say. That's common talk or small talk. Streets are emptying out. A couple of seekers pass you. They don't pay you any mind. They know they see you're dock workers. It's pretty clear. You finally reach Arcane's Tower, the tower that I showed you in that picture that's split in two sides. The seekers are there. They see you. They look at the paperwork that Hanlon gave you. They let you in. guys walk in, and you're basically just waiting for someone to talk to you. All of a sudden, you hear a noise in the crate, like a bang. Roleplay.
There's an animal in there.
Could be. I don't want to know. I didn't hear nothing. Leave it. Whoever's going to take it, get out of here. That's it. Don't ask nothing. Don't say nothing. That's it.
Does
Do
it
the
seem
job.
Does it seem like this thing could like break out of the crate, or that's pretty?
You don't know. You do know you have to you have to deliver this to a person. You can't just leave it here. You can do it if you want to, but you do know it'll be.
Oh, no, I thought somebody was... Didn't you just say...
Yeah, somebody's coming to get it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But you have to give it to a person. You can't just leave it around.
No, I didn't mean it
Yeah,
like...
yeah.
Let's get out of here.
I just want to make sure you understand. and you can do what you want.
Right. No.
Yeah.
I didn't mean that. I meant...
Just in case. So you're sitting here. This is obviously a pretty large tower, and there's a couple of people doing stuff. It's all mostly clerical, and they're all wizards just doing... Literally wizards doing paperwork. Isn't that exciting? Wizards doing paperwork. That's what they're doing.
It's my kind of place.
Yes. Tom's like, oh my God, love this story. Love this story. So, okay, I'm a wizard. I do some paperwork.
Is Helen there?
Is who there? Helen? Oh, you know what? Make a vote on it. Majority vote. Do you want Helen to be working in somewhere in this tower?
Yes.
Yes.
That'd be pretty cool.
So Helen from
right with
season
that.
1, episode like 6 or 7, whatever it is, from the Sunken City,
Wow.
has found a job in clerical work somewhere in Optimus Tower. She works there. but she's
Moving
not-
on up.
Maybe, you know what?
She's got a very good resume.
Yeah, she was the best of the
does.
best.
She does. She
must have been a big
She actually
promotion
walks by right now and sees you. And she goes, "Oh, hi." And she walks on. and she walks through.
I like her.
All of a sudden, you see someone saying, good night, Helen," and that's this gentleman over here, Robin.
Good night, Helen.
Good night, Robin. Robin, you're standing down there, and you're seeing these two fine gentlemen sitting here, and they seem to be waiting in a very large crate, and you're waiting for King Bellaman, who's obviously staying somewhere in the tower. You just need to wait for him.
All right. I look around. Are there seats? Are there places that I can sit down, relax, and wait? Or
Yeah, you can sit down. Yep.
all right, I sit down. I'll observe them, see what's going on with the crate.
Okay.
These two guys don't fit in, right?
Definitely not.
All right.
All of a sudden,
Well, he's kind of well dressed, right? A little bit.
He is well dressed, but like for the wrong era and city.
Still looks out of place.
Yes.
Big time.
All of a
Place,
sudden,
wrong time.
all of a sudden, the crate bangs louder than you can imagine, like a gunshot.
But it stays. It holds.
Is it? Yeah. Did it open or anything or?
No.
Oh, okay. It's just a
Why would it
loud
open?
noise.
Just a loud noise
from inside. Okay.
Why would it open? Charles Morrison says Helen she's old AF.
What?
It's
only been
29
7
years.
Oh, he's right. Oh, he's right.
Since she's been around.
Good point.
That's
Good
right.
point. You're right.
29, yeah. But she's bringing in the big bucks now. You know. She's
She's high
doing,
up. That's why.
She's doing really
Listen,
well.
if you got
This
Helen
is-
working for you, you're doing a good business.
She got promoted, and that's it. She's probably going to retire before long.
Evan Moniz for Scro. Don't mess up my box, man. Fire with the stars. Scro, you can take 1 point of karma.
Yes. Thank you, Evan.
Whoever gave the karma before, if you want to give it to me now, I think Scott, you were one of them. Let me know who you're giving it to. You can let me know after the show, too, if that's fine also. Scott gave me the 100 stars. I'm not going to say what he said. So.
PG, man. PG.
Is there anybody else in
Does
like,
anyone
this
in
lobby?
the
Sorry.
room react
Sorry.
when the big bang
Basically,
happens besides me?
people are walking in and out. It's kind of like the foyer of like a business, like a very large business in a very busy and big tower, but it's also very late. So right now, it's the three of you in a box. Helen just walked through, and that's basically it. Outside, there's some guards. You don't see them in eye shot right now, and you don't hear them, but they're out there. But that's it.
I approach. I don't get too close, but I approach them. Hello, gentlemen.
Who are you?
My name is Robin. I work here as a translator. I'm here to meet someone to do some translation, obviously. And what
Don't ask.
what is that?
Don't ask.
Why is it?
Don't ask.
Why is it trying to get out?
I don't know. I don't know what's in the box. We're here to deliver it. That is it.
Do you think
Don't ask. I don't know.
Is there a beast that could break such a crate?
Why are you asking me? How did you saw it come off the boat just like I did?
First
We're
time I've ever
delivering
seen
it
such
now.
a crate.
Well,
May I ask you, if you mind, whom are you delivering it to?
I'm not sure if that's any of your business, really.
No, I was just perhaps offering to help get it away from anywhere where I can possibly be damaged by it. That's all. I really wish to help if I possibly can. That is all.
Thank you, translator, but
Yes.
we're merely here to wait.
We must deliver it to the proper authorities here at the tower.
I
And that's
understand.
why
I would be.
And that's why you're
far
here
away,
today. So
then.
basically, I'll need you to perform every duty precisely as I commanded. Of course, Octum. Of course. That is why I'm here. I've traveled a very long way to be here, and you can be assured that my honor is true. Do not worry. Ah, Kadek, my son here. Are you working in the docks? I see you have a crate here.
Yes, our final task of the day is to deliver this and wait for its owner.
Ah, working the docks is very, very honorable here. We have much shipping. It is good that you have joined such an honorable rank with this gentleman here. What is your name?
I'm Dash.
Dash, it is a pleasure to meet both of you. Well, Eldrin, Dash, Kadek, I must be going now. I will see you soon. Enjoy the tower, and good luck with your delivery. He disappears. Kadek, I'll see you at home, and glad to see you putting yourself to use for once. See you soon.
Yes,
He walks out. Vince just loves it. Vince just loves it.
That's the
heartbreaking.
best character so far.
It is. It's like a whole ton of karmic payback for his one episode. of Throws Dance.
Yeah, I said like 2 insulting things over the course of the entire Celestial War to Piltorius. And now,
Exactly.
If you believe-
it's way too much.
it's
Don't
just
get
a
me
great
wrong.
character.
If you
It's
see
awesome.
life as just punishment from this, that's how you see it. But
But
Oh, God.
we're all dealing with different.
everyone, by the way, is putting money on the fact that Rob has multiple personalities.
It's gonna kill this.
He's gonna kill everyone. Like, the psychological torture is way too much.
Just be careful if you're alone with the person. If it's real, that will be not good. Anyway,
Yeah.
so he leaves. He walks by. All of a sudden, you see a smaller fellow come in, an elf. He walks in, vigorish. You walk into the scene.
hey,
Vigorish. Dan, are you there?
Muted, I
Yeah.
think, Dan.
I think you forgot his character name.
Who is there?
So you walk in and you see 2 gentlemen. One's a giant reptile man, and the other looks like he's some sort of like northerner. You never really see him in person, but that's what it looks like to you. And you see there's another guy with his arms folded. Looks like he works in the tower, and they're all just talking to each other. You don't see the gnome though.
Does Dan,
And this is
does
3
Dan
people.
recognize the one guy? That he,
we saw each other.
did he-
Oh yeah, you can roll to see if you recognize him right away. Roll D20.
Wait, I was also told not to be seen, so I'm trying to avoid being seen.
Right, that's true. You walk in and you walk
You're
in.
failing.
It's
You walk in and you see that
There's no place to
mostly
hide.
the area, like no one's really here, and everyone that matters is gone. So nobody that's working here is around. Most of the guards are usually here or around, and you're at the point where this is what's left. There's nothing you can do about the minimal amount of guards that are in front, and these 2 people or 3 people shouldn't be here.
Okay.
And out of game, one of them is the person you're supposed to be meeting.
Okay. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 people there.
No, 3.
It's 4, including you.
You're the 4th.
I'm the 4. So it's
You're here to meet 2 people.
Ro-
There are 3.
it's Robin, Kadek, and Dash.
Correct.
Okay.
and a box.
And a box. Oh. I just kind of give them a nod. Hi.
Ah,
Hi.
you're that beggar boy I saw earlier in the street. My father helped you.
Oh.
I didn't.
Oh yeah. Your name was
Wasn't me.
Kadek, was it?
Yes, Kadek, Lokefrost.
Yeah. Hey man. Thanks for trying to get my money back. I know the guy took off and you couldn't get him, but I appreciate you trying to help me out.
Of course. I would not stand by and watch criminals defraud and steal.
There's plenty of criminals where I hang out, so If you want to come and pay me a visit tomorrow, maybe you could make sure they don't take my money tomorrow.
Well, I'm a dock worker now, believe it or not, so I can't serve as your bodyguard.
I was kind of joking around, but you know.
Awkward. All of a sudden, you hear a sound. You don't see anything, and down the steps walks down a wizard dragging a Seth, a blue-colored Seth, and a girl at that, redheaded, and sits her down in a chair. You will wait here. I have warded you. If you leave this tower, I will be alerted, and it will only add to the punishment that is coming. It disappears. You see a Seth rolling her eyes like this. Brooke, how would you roll your eyes? Show us. Talk first so we can see you.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, so it would go like this.
So she's sitting in a chair. So it is pretty much everybody sitting in this room. She's sitting down. The four of you are now talking, and you have your crate.
Here it comes.
And all of a sudden, the crate makes a large sound. It's good, though. It's double braced. It's fine. No problems. Double braced.
What was that?
It's the box.
The box?
It's the box.
Yes, I think we all know it's the box. I think
this
the question
box.
really
It's the
means,
box.
what is in the box?
Well, we don't know.
You truly have...
It's not our business.
Well,
Whose box is it?
As I just said, it's not your
They
business.
don't know.
Oh, they know. Oh, they know.
well, if this thing breaks out of the box, I'll have to kill it. Sounds dangerous. I can't imagine.
It's a thing?
Our employers will be happy, though.
Is it alive?
Sounds like it. Some animal or something.
I think it would be better served if I were not near you when the box, explodes. So I'm going to go over there.
All of a sudden,
Oh no.
the box explodes as he says that, and you see it's the wood splinters out everywhere. Everyone takes 1d4 damage, 4 points of damage, the max I could do to everybody in the area. The wood gets stuck into you. Choose who gets knocked down and what, if you think we can knock down or not. But if you're closest, you're definitely knocked down. And Brooke, you're already sitting in a chair.
I'm really close to the box.
Okay.
too.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden,
Absolutely.
all of a sudden, you sit there. You see a suit,
Guards!
a gnomish suit.
Guards!
Shh, what are you calling them
It's
for?
kind of standing
Guards!
there, and the suit is right now not lit up, but all of a sudden it pulses like, and you see almost like eyes, like yellow eyes, appear and then go off, and then come on and then go off, and then all of a sudden they stay on. And whatever it is, or whoever it is, looks around and seems to be wide-eyed, shocked, curious. You're not really sure. And roleplay.
Guards! Guards! I'm yelling.
What?
Excuse me,
Knock
lizard
my
man,
head.
stop it.
I'm yelling for the guards.
Okay, you up for the guards? We're gonna roll right now.
That's right. Guards! Guards, help! Anyone, help!
You don't see anyone
What
yet.
is this thing?
You yell for the guards.
Form of magic is this?
Quick. Dan's character looks significantly younger than the rest of us. He's like a
Yeah.
teenager, right?
Yeah.
I'm 18 too.
All right, kids, children, kids, just back away.
I'm 18.
Okay, great. Oh, I'm sorry. Young adult, back away from the robot monster. All right, you're already in enough trouble. We don't need you dead as well.
You're very judgy.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
You were brought in by a seeker. Who
I was
said,
talking about you
"Don't-"
calling him a monster. You don't know him or it or what that is.
You're right. You're right. I don't know him. It's very possible he's a kind, learned soul who loves to collect puppies. Or he's
Could
a
be.
giant
Love to
living,
collect puppies.
robot beast.
Why the beast? See, you go there. You go again.
What are you two
Yeah.
doing?
well, he's, yeah, he's not.
How
we don't know
close
he's
are we
beast.
to the front door, like where we came in?
You're probably about 50 feet away from it.
He broke out.
The front door, it actually
Giant
swirls
eyes,
around, and
glowing
there's a
eyes.
shield outside
I
too.
look over at
Outside,
Vulgar.
It's like a little
the
shield to walk in.
building?
It's not like a door. It's a shield. door, like,
Vigorish.
walk
Sorry,
through.
Oh,
I look over at
okay.
Vigorish, and I'm like,
Okay.
right, man?
And-
Who is this guy?
Yeah.
I keep yelling
know.
for the guards. I think. And
All right.
I knew that there was
You know
guards
what? I
outside,
changed my
right, when we
mind.
came in?
Yeah, two wizards.
I
Young
wanna go-
learned
I'm gonna go
adults,
towards them and try to get
please
their attention.
explore the robot. Get as close as you wish to him, and when you become friends with him, take him for a tour around the city. I apologize for trying to protect you from danger. I am sorry. I truly am. I did not mean to offend.
Thank you.
I take my hat off.
Yeah, it's working.
Your
Bob Loud.
judgmental
It's needed.
language
You
is
gotta-
in no way protecting us from danger, but I appreciate the gesture.
That's exactly what it intends
You
to
hear
do.
the suit of armor.
I'm being judgmental of the
You
giant
know.
robot that broke out of the box and saying
I?
perhaps he will hurt you more than the wood that's already inside.
talking.
That
Well,
is
stuff
what I
like this,
They don't even
attitudes
notice.
like that is going to
Stand
keep
back.
Arcane City where it is.
Unbelievable.
I'm just saying.
intend.
Stand
Good.
back. Go.
It might be
Great.
on this side.
Good. Everyone's going to hate each other. Okay, great.
Where am I?
You see the robot talks and it says, "Where am I?"
She heard that.
Whoa.
Brooke heard.
Now she heard it.
I walk
Now
up to
she
the
heard it.
robot and I kind of like wave my hand in front of his eyes.
Just so you know, you guys are familiar with gnomish suits, and you're the mechanical and they work. Your first thought might be someone's inside of it, but you see that there's glowing light out of it. And you're using the word robot, which is fine. But yeah, obviously,
Right.
yeah. But yeah, that's fine. Go ahead, roleplay.
Beast wasn't good.
Roleplay.
All right, I grab Vigorish as he walks up to this thing and just kind of pull him back.
Nice job.
Stay back.
I like
This thing
it.
is awesome. Look at this thing,
He's
man.
staying on point. I
I've
like
never seen
it.
anything
It
like
could
that.
be dangerous.
I walk closer to
Who
him,
are
too.
you?
I get the guards.
I look
in
around
my
the room a
suit?
little
I
bit.
step back away and I go, metal suit. You are in the Arcane City.
What is
Do not destroy us.
the Arcane City?
City of Solst.
You guys can
That is where
hear
you are.
the vibrating like crystal or whatever it is inside of him when you get close.
What is this place? What is this place?
Guards, help!
It's-
Help! Get
It's a city. Have you not? Where,
A crazy, magical, broken city?
Where did you come from? Who are you?
I don't know. It's off. It's dying loud. Turns off. It's off.
Well, you have to do it on your own then, Vin. Let's hear your scary beast.
Okay, just talk normally.
Would you ask me a problem? I'm sorry. It died.
Who are you? Was my last question. Where are you from?
I don't know where I'm from.
Wait a second. Listen,
Where
you're in a city called Solst.
where is Solst?
It's on Indaria. Do you know what world you're in?
So you see that the pseudo armor seems to like look around. It's green and yellow. And guys, if you're not sure what it looks like, look at the bottom right of the screen, and you'll see the green armor with the yellow cape. The cape's all tattered up, and it looks like somebody took this armor, the suit of armor that was created by like some sort of dwarven steel or red steel, and it's been like patched and well patched with gnomish iron. So it is kind of unusual.
guards.
Look,
Guards, help!
All of a sudden, you hear footsteps coming down the from inside the tower, coming down the stairs.
I move towards those footsteps.
Okay. You hear, "What's all that racket? What's going on down there?"
Help the box!
Bellarmine comes down.
King Bellarmine, it's I, Robin, your translator.
We have to go.
Yes, I believe you might be in some danger here. There's some sort of metal.
Well, good.
Creature
Fight
there.
it. That's why you're here.
I know. I'm letting you know. Don't come any further. We have to
Where's
get to
your
the exit.
sword?
Wait, Belamon? Belamon? You're the king of Rhaegar?
Yes?
Your Majesty.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. I meant no.
It's a common name.
Yes. I thought you said,
Common-
do you want to be a king or something? And I said yes.
Wait, you're Belamon? You're a king?
No.
No, he's not. He's not. He is Bellaman, the
Yes.
not king.
I am Bellaman. Let's go.
Go.
Yes.
Where are you guys going?
Now all of a sudden he
You're
comes down the steps.
I gesture towards the door.
He comes down the steps for the first time and walks into the room, and then looks over to the left and sees the suit of armor. He goes, "My suit of armor! What is it? It's standing up. What's happening?"
This is your delivery? Your box?
This is armor?
I belong to you.
We brought your delivery.
What's going on here?
We delivered this box. It opened up on its own, and
What
this
did
thing
you
came
do?
out.
You destroyed the box.
Nothing.
You opened up.
No, we did not open it. No one here opened
Where's
it.
the guards? Guards!
I've been yelling
I'll
for
have
the
both
guards.
of
It broke out
you.
of the box.
I'll have both of you in the jail here in the tower.
I've been
Do
yelling
not
for the
threaten
guards.
me.
He wa-
He's
No
Do
one
not
did
threaten
anything,
me. Are you
sir,
threatening
not
a king?
No, of course not. No, he's not threatening
father.
anyone.
I'm
You
getting
just
the guards right now.
Good.
And they're coming for you
Good.
and you
Get the
and
guards.
everybody here.
I've been trying to get the guards here.
You're all a part of it. Whatever you did here, I'm going to have you in jail. And he walks,
Can you just listen for a moment?
walks-
Not
he
king,
walks
sir,
outside.
please.
Bring
I
the
beg of
guards.
you.
he walks outside and walks out to the guards.
I start following him.
Now wait, didn't I get to the outside guards before this?
I try to follow him.
Did you go
I
out there?
did say like
Trying to find my sea
several
legs.
rounds ago that
Well,
I
you
was
ca-
going to get the guards.
Yes, you did. Okay, so
Okay.
you argued him now, which means I have to take you back in. So you means you got to the door, you didn't go through, and then you came back arguing him.
on.
But you're in front of him. You can get there before he does. So as he's walking, now you would think about outside again, as you're telling me, which means that he's walking towards you. You can go outside first. You have one round to say anything you
doing
want
it.
to the guards.
God.
When you get outside, you notice that you can now hear outside.
I can now hear outside. I couldn't hear what was outside before.
Correct.
Is that okay? Oh, all right. I got you. Guards, come quick! The box we delivered, it opened up, and there's this thing inside. We need help. Help, please. Hurry up. Help.
Okay, so
This thing came out. It's like a.
this D20 will be in your favor for the reaction. Natural 20 is exactly what you want. They want to help you and get inside. Stop that. 1, they don't trust you because you're from the docks and you're a large reptile. 3, they walk over. It's like, why don't you sit down right here? You see him put his arm on you. And he goes, don't move. He goes, we'll look at this. And you see the wizard come up, and you see the Bellman comes out, and he goes, that one, and everyone inside is taking all of my stuff off this ship. They brought it here. They're breaking it. I want them all thrown in the tower.
The gnome lies.
You're still outside. I mean, you're still inside. If you're walking
Oh,
up.
Bellaman left that room. I mean.
Yeah, he walked outside.
Okay.
You start walking out as well, and
I'm
that is
following Bellaman.
where we're going to stop for today's episode.
Of course.
Guys, thank you very much for hanging out with us on our first episode of Audio Dungeon, the Arcane City. This is Season 1, Episode 1, Arcane City. And guys, we didn't get to do it last time for the last episode, but coming up, we are going to be talking in Dungeon Talk for a little bit. We're going to do about a 30-minute show and go over a bunch of stuff. If you have any questions you want to ask us, we'll do it right now. Guys, we have a lot of stuff going on Discord and on Patreon. Please join up. Guys, we sent out the first batch of Patreon merchandise out before, and we have a special, some special prizes for everyone else that's been a Patreon member for the first year. Up to about December or January. So if you were part of that, you'll be getting your stuff coming in the next 7 days or 10 days. And thank you again for being a part of Patreon, contributing, and being a part of the show. Guys, I hope you liked the episode. Let us know how you liked it, what you thought. Let us know what you thought of the characters. There's a lot of information to come about the show and what's coming up, including the Audio Dungeon system that is right here that we're starting to play with today. Guys, thank you for watching today. Put exclamation point notify if you want to be notified every time you go live, which is 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Mondays and Wednesdays. And, yeah, join us on Discord, join us on Patreon. And Follow us Monday, Wednesday, and be with us next Wednesday. Stick around. We're going to be going live with Dungeon Talk in about 3 to 5 minutes. Don't go anywhere. We have a lot to unravel. Guys, thank you very much. From Audio Dungeon, we'll see you soon.